Hello. I got something for you. I got something for you today. Are you ready? All right, we're gonna cover, we're gonna cover the effigy of evil and idol type Ewahs. So yeah, I should probably mention this. It's kind of a rough sketch, so. All right, the effigy of evil is kind of inspired by, you remember Odio from Life, the idol one. And, I know there's like eight different versions of the guy, but the bird idol one that liquefies the people, is the one I want to focus on. Alright, this golden bird-like humanoid angelic-looking living idol is bedazzled in jewels and gold, and was formed from the collective belief in a widespread cult and their ideology. By the way, this is known as Effigy of Evil. It is, however, a fickle beings, being cruel and despotic one moment and, loving and kind the next. It does, however, believe in the idea that it is actually a real god and also commands the very lightning in the heavens, which it uses to smite critics and unbelievers in equal measure while making booming declarations. He even learned to transform into his gilded wooden vessel into a humanoid form, resembling a divine being to carry out his will, and is a master of psychological manipulation arts to influence people into becoming cultists, though doubts and unbelief resist and nullifies this effect. You can resist the power of, evil, of an evil idol with, the power of atheism, apparently. Yeah, just become an atheist. Alright. I kid. Alright, now, the effigy of evil is part of a series of beings that are basically seen as, idol type Ewahs. Yeah, I'm still not sure what kind of types to, put Ewahs under. I guess this would be more like a subcategory or something, I guess. Yeah, these beings, and the idol type Ewahs are born of various beliefs and delusions of cults and their practices. Many of the modern ones influenced heavily by protagonism's belief as well as the consequences and harm their belief cause to others and to society as a whole. As such, these types of dangerous tulpas, known as Ewahs, though many faded from loss of power due to, drawing power from belief as part of their build, resemble ancient and old gods and goddesses and various dark beings believed in by cults, or various conspiracies even. Nor do divine servants made by cults. Few of them have accepted the idea that they aren't real gods and, have decided to become safer beings. I mean, that is true, That's pretty much why we have mythology. That's pretty much what we did with mythology. Yeah. But many cling to what they once were once born of and enjoyed at their peak. Alright, now, what do you think about that? And before you sign anything, yes, there are actual divine beings in the lore. Yeah, those would be known as celestials, though. Seeing as tulpomancy is kind of a big thing in the lore, I figured it would be interesting world building if some of them were born from, some, fake shit. You got the goddess of creation over here, and you got, I don't know, Scientology and, Jehovah's Witnesses over there. Yeah. Yeah, something like that, I guess. Anyway. Remember to fly like bat and shine like the moon, for your stuffed dreams are made of. Bye now. Oh, wow, my wings are really going, yeah. Goodbye. Don't forget to give me your name. By subscribing and by liking and subscribing, you're legally giving me your name, which means I now own you. According to fairy law. Okay, I kid.